Owning a Dassault Falcon 10X sounds like the dream, but behind those polished wood veneers and ultra-long-range specs lies a price tag that just keeps adding zeros. Purchase, maintenance, crew, fuel. This is what it really costs to own one of the most advanced private jets in the sky. Buckle up, it's eye-opening. Let's begin with the heart of this aircraft, the cabin. Stepping into a Falcon 10X isn't just boarding a jet. You're walking into a flying mansion. The cabin stretches an incredible 54 feet and 10 inches from nose to tail. That's longer than the main salon of most luxury yachts. And the width? An expansive 8 feet 6 inches. That gives you genuine space to move, not the tight quarters you'll find in smaller jets. But here's what really sets it apart. The cabin height is 6 feet 8 inches. So if you're 6 feet tall or under, you can walk the full length without ducking once. Most first-class airline cabins can't even say that. With all this space, up to 19 passengers can travel in total comfort, though most owners opt for 8 to 12 passengers to maximize privacy and luxury. Typical layouts include a forward lounge, a mid-cabin conference area, and a private bedroom suite in the rear. Some even install a full shower, almost unheard of in business aviation. The windows are worth mentioning on their own. Dassault fitted 28 of the largest windows ever seen on a business jet. Each one measures 22 inches by 18 inches, flooding the cabin with natural light and providing panoramic views. Climate control is split into 3 independent zones, while the cabin pressure remains at a comfortable 3,900 feet, even when flying at 41,000 feet. That means less fatigue, less jet lag, and passengers who arrive actually feeling refreshed. Sound insulation is equally impressive. The Falcon 10X cruises at just 52 decibels inside the cabin. That's quieter than most luxury cars on the highway. You can literally whisper from one end of the cabin to the other. Now we move up front, into what can only be described as a temple of aviation technology. The Falcon 10X features Dassault's most advanced ESY flight deck yet. And when I say advanced, we're talking tech that makes even modern airliners look outdated. The centerpiece? Dual head-up displays, one for each pilot, projecting flight data directly onto the windshield. No more looking down during takeoff or landing. Just like in a fighter jet, pilots keep their eyes on the sky while seeing everything they need. Speed, altitude, navigation, right in front of them. Nautical miles ahead. It can even adjust your route automatically, before the pilots even spot a cloud. The Falcon 10X is driven by 2 Rolls-Royce Pearl 700 engines, the most fuel-efficient engines ever installed on a large cabin business jet. Each one produces 11,500 pounds of thrust for a combined total of 23,000 pounds. That's more power than some regional airliners carrying 90 passengers. Top cruise speed, Mach 0.925. That's about 594 miles per hour at altitude. That gets you from New York to London in under 7 hours, or Los Angeles to Tokyo in just 10.5 hours, non-stop. But the real headline is range. This jet can fly 7,500 nautical miles without refueling, enough to connect virtually any 2 cities on Earth. Think New York to Hong Kong, London to Sydney, or Los Angeles to Moscow, all direct. And despite its size, the 10X boasts short field capability, operating from runways as short as 4,500 feet. That opens access to thousands of airports most long-range jets can't even touch. Now, for the part everyone's waiting for, what does it cost to own one? The base price of the Dassault Falcon 10X starts at $75 million. Let me repeat that, $75 million. But no one buys a base model. With the typical options, custom interiors, upgraded avionics, advanced connectivity, and personalized paint, most buyers spend between $85 and $90 million. Some ultra-luxury configurations? They've crossed $100 million. And that's just to purchase the jet. Operating costs are where things really get wild. On average, owning a Falcon 10X costs between $4 and $5 million per year, assuming you fly 200 hours annually. Let's break it down. Fuel costs alone run around $1.8 million per year. Insurance ranges from $300,000 to $500,000. Hangar fees can cost $100,000 to $300,000 annually. Maintenance, expect $800,000 to $1.2 million each year. And crew salaries, between $400,000 and $600,000. Now, if you're thinking about chartering instead of buying, brace yourself. Charter rates run $15,000 to $20,000 per flight hour. A typical coast-to-coast flight will set you back $100,000, one way. New York to London, around $120,000. Janya, New York to Tokyo, expect $200,000 or more. And let's not forget depreciation. The Falcon 10X will lose 15 to 20% of its value in the first year alone. That's about $15 million gone. Over 5 years, you're looking at 35 to 45% depreciation. Add that to operating costs and initial price, and the 5-year total cost of ownership often exceeds $130 million. That's more than the GDP of some small countries, just to own your own flying palace. If you're still dreaming of flying private after hearing all that, you're not alone.